Wagwan, all you party peoples. Bibby here, the Poet Warriors, you already know. Back at it again with another little capsule review on a TV show this time. If you guys watch our podcasts every single Sunday, 11 p.m. CET, shameless plug. If you guys watch our podcast, you know that us as Poet Warriors and artists aren't really vibing with the current media of film anyway. There are exceptions, don't get me wrong, there are some good films out there, but they just don't make them like they used to, right? We all know that, you know. Films seem to be much more money grabby than they used to, and predictable, unoriginal. You guys get the picture. But something that I personally feel is on the up are TV shows, right? We've had some stellar shows in the past 5 years, which I won't spoil it. I'll do some more snacks on, some more capsule reviews. But an ongoing show that started just after COVID is on season 3 now. That I would like to talk about today is this thing right here. C. C stars Jason Momoa. I think pretty highly of Jason Momoa. I think it's a shame that he doesn't get to showcase his skills a lot of the time. I think he gets typecast a lot of the time, which there's nothing necessarily wrong with. I just feel like he's far more capable than the unchallenging work that he gets cast in, if that makes sense. And this is a good showcase of it. He is typecast in it. He's kind of like the ripped warrior or whatever, but in a more deep and sensical way. Sensible way. I don't know. But so C is a post-apocalyptic show, which I am still watching. So I mean, I don't know how the world ended. I don't think we're gonna know how the world ended. It's not important, but basically 300 years after some anonymous calamity, mankind rises again, completely blind. And so it's set in this, very feudal-like, caveman almost, like an advanced caveman-like society of mankind that is completely blind. Everybody is blind. And the show starts with the first, they're twins, the first children with sight are born since before the calamity. And the people with sight are seen as witches because, history is still passed down through, word of mouth. And they believe that sighted people doomed the world and ended it the first time, so they see them as witches and they want to hunt them. They don't want any part of them, right? So it's this really, really... And the reason why I want to talk about this is because, like we always say, you need to take risks, right? This show absolutely is one big risk. It is so original. It is, probably the most original show that, in my opinion, that is released in the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right? Where something so basic, right, like at the fundamental building of this show, just that one little decision, let's make everyone blind, amounts to so much later on down the line, right? Now we're watching this show and everything, and it changes everything about the show, the way that they live, the way that they move around, the way that they travel from one city to another, the way that they fight. I think that the fight scenes are some of the coolest in any show out there, because it's all about fighting with your hearing, right? They can't see. So Jason Momoa, Baba Voss is called, who, by the way, is probably the coolest hero, like, in any show I've seen. He is just the definition of a tank, bro. They're stomping, they're throwing stuff over there on the ground, making noise with their sword along the ground, whistling, clicking, that kind of thing. That's how they communicate on, like, when they're fighting and shit, to be, like, incognito. Really, really cool kind of genius stuff that just really makes for an enjoyable watch. You know, I thoroughly recommend going to watch C. You won't be disappointed. The storyline is pretty cool. You know, like the show is, storyline wise, is nothing too crazy. Like, it's nothing too impressive. It's an enjoyable watch for sure, but that that mechanic of making everyone blind is what interests me when I'm sitting down, where I can sit down and I watch it with my family, a couple of episodes every few nights, and that captivates me to keep watching. And Helga apparently too. She's agreeing with what I'm saying. That's her little agreement bark. But go and watch C. Enjoy the little details. And other shows, take note. Little mechanics, make it new, make it fresh, make it original. Spice shit up.
Tasty.